My intention through this video is to urge you to stop thinking that things are happening by coincidence. The reality that you experience is not out there just on its own. It is deeply connected to you. It is deeply connected with your mind, because you, with the help of your conscious and subconscious mind, are constantly shaping the kind of reality that you are experiencing. And today we are going to understand just how our attention, backed with intention and emotion, can shape the reality that we experience. Now, each one of us has our own reality. If there are 100 people in a room, there are 100 versions of reality, and maybe even more. Now, my question to you is, can light exist without darkness? Or vice versa, for that matter. There has to be a contrast counterpart for anything to happen or for anything to take place. In the similar way, the reality that we experience is heavily dependent upon our consciousness to shape it. In quantum physics, the reality is not a set destiny. It is not a set in stone. It is constantly influenced with the observer's attention. It is constantly getting influenced with that. There have been multiple experiments done in order to understand this connection. First of which is observer effect and double slit experiment. In quantum mechanics, the observer effect shows us that the act of observing something can change its state. For example, in the famous double slit experiment, scientists observed that particles like electrons behaved like waves when left unobserved, forming an interference pattern. However, when they observed the particles, these particles behaved like solids, passing through one slit through the another without forming any pattern. So this experiment done by physicist Richard Feynman shows that simply by observing can change the state that the reality behaves. It can change the way it behaves. The second experiment was if particle duality and probability waves. In the quantum realm, particles exist as probability waves. They can be in multiple potential states at the same time. Physicist Paul Dirac introduced the concept of superposition, where particles collapse into a specific state only when observed. This collapse tells us that the observer's attention can determine the potential outcome of the reality. Now I understand that these are not very easy concepts to understand, and you might want to take a rewind the video if needed, because these are some very core concepts that you should understand to further understand how it is going to affect you. Not the natural question, I know you must be thinking like, okay, I get all this, but like, how is it affecting me? What does it have to do with me, right? Let me explain, okay? So let's say that you have this certain job that you really like and you want to get that job, or certain someone that you really like, you really want to pursue, but in your subconscious mind, in your subconscious, you have this limiting belief in yourself that I am not good enough, that I don't deserve this job, I am not ready for this. Now what do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to be the outcome? Let me tell you. Now that you have this limiting belief, you are going to subconsciously do things that will not help you succeed. You will even find justification as to why you won't succeed. Maybe you get late for your interview. Maybe you are just not confident on that day. Maybe the interviewer is too harsh with you. Maybe the person you want to approach is too out of your league. However, if you truly look deep within the cause of it, it was you who was shaping all of this from within you. It was all you from the beginning. right? You were the one who was doing all of these things. You are the creator of the reality that you experience. Just how a mirror smiles, when you smile, it reflects you back, right? In the similar way, the universe reflects what is going on the inside of you. It just reflects it back. And the most important thing to notice here is that your attention should come with intention. And if you are a fan of Marvel, then I am sure you understand what am I talking about. You would understand what does it mean, the concept of all these things wherein you can be the creator of your own reality, and just how important attention is. I mean, I am not a big fan of Marvel, like I'm not a die-hard fan, but I do love Doctor Strange and WandaVision. For instance, in Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness, he was able to see through different versions of reality based on each choice that we make, and he was even able to experience different realities with the help of his focused attention. Meanwhile, in the WandaVision, Wanda was even able to create a different and alternative reality that she wanted with Vision, that she wanted to have for herself. And all of this happened with her focused attention, with her intention, and the emotions that she was experiencing. So this goes on to show us that just how powerful all of this is. Now, if you have understood what I am trying to tell you now, that now you understand just how powerful your attention is, your focused attention is. And if you understand that, then you also understand that by being focused on what you desire, you can move closer and can actually have that reality that you experience, that you want to experience, that you want to have for yourself. And what does it take? What does it really take? It takes for you to believe in yourself. It takes for you to have that emotion in yourself, because these are the emotions that are actually going to bring you closer to the reality you want to have for yourself. That conviction and that emotion is needed. It's not about positive thinking. It's not about writing a sentence on a notebook 100 times or 1200 times or whatever. If you really want to understand the inner workings of how the universe works and how things are actually folding from within you, then I would urge you to understand your subconscious mind and just how powerful it is. Now, my only question to you is, if you know all of this, then why not give your attention to something that actually enriches your life and helps you manifest your desired reality? Why not do that?